High Commissioner of the Republic of Zambia to the Republic of Namibia, and co-chair of the 10th session of the Namibia-Zambia Joint Commission on Cooperation, to deliver her remarks at this closing session. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Ambassador Penda Nanda, Executive Director, Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of Namibia and Chair of the Senior Officials Meeting, Your Excellency Ambassador Haindongo Siyabe, High Commissioner of the Republic of Namibia, accredited to the Republic of Zambia, senior government officials present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. 2 days ago in the morning, during the opening of the senior officials meeting, we as chair and co-chair presented speeches calling on active participation of the two delegations during the 10th session of the Zambia-Namibia Joint Permanent Commission on Cooperation. Chair, let me extol the prudent manner and elegancy with which you steered the deliberations of the senior officials meeting. Indeed, your experience and skill as a seasoned diplomat cannot be doubted. I thank you, Chair. Shall we give him a round of applause? I wish to further thank the delegates for the commitment they have demonstrated during the senior officials meeting that was quite compressed. It is evident because we have gone into the third day of the deliberations. Chair, the smooth deliberations are indicative of the great importance the two countries attach to this important framework of cooperation. In this regard, as we submit the draft agreed minutes for the Honorable Minister's consideration, I wish to remind the senior officials that we are the implementers of what we have agreed here during this session. This chair entails that the burden is on us to ensure that we record a high rate of implementation of the agreed areas of cooperation. We cannot afford to be at a low rate of implementation, as progress is important to our respective countries' social and economic growth for the betterment of our people. Having said this, Chair, I would propose that a monitoring framework be devised so as to assess progress in the midterm. This will work as a pointer, a reminder and guide on the rate of implementation. To this effect, it is my considered view that what has been deliberated on and agreed upon has added a milestone to our important cooperation. Chair, I believe that the substantial progress has been made with respect to outstanding agreements and MOUs. These will enable further cooperation in the specified areas of cooperation. As I conclude, Chair, I wish to thank you on behalf of the government of the Republic of Zambia for inviting the Zambian delegation to Vindo and extending courtesies to the delegation. Zambia looks forward to welcoming the senior officials to the 11th session to be hosted by Zambia on dates and venue to be agreed upon. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Excellency. I now have the pleasure to invite Ambassador Penda Nanda, Executive Director in the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of Namibia, who is also the chair of the 10th session of the Namibia-Zambia Permanent Joint Commission. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Your Excellency, Ambassador Stella Ibongani, High Commissioner of the Republic of Zambia with the Republic of Namibia, and co-chair of the Senior Officials Meeting, Executive Directors here present, Ms. Isabella Lemba, Permanent Secretary for International Cooperation, and Relations in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the Republic of Zambia, and staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, joining virtually from Lusaka. Your Excellency, Ambassador Siabe Haindombo, High Commissioner of the Republic of Namibia with the Republic of Zambia, distinguished members of the Zambia and Namibian delegations, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, we've now come with the conclusion of the senior officials meeting of the 10th session of the Namibia-Zambia Joint Permanent Commission of Cooperation in preparation for the ministers' meeting, which will now not only be taking place tomorrow, but at a later stage to be agreed upon through diplomatic channels. During the past 2 days, co-chairs, we have focused on some of the crucial matters affecting our development efforts in both Namibia and Zambia. We have revisited issues of common interest in the areas of diplomatic and legal matters, economic and infrastructure development areas, such as transport and communication, minerals and energy, tourism, forestry, agriculture, youth, culture, to mention but a few. The Joint Commission has formulated various responses to the developmental challenges that Namibia and Zambia are facing. We had some stimulating brainstorming sessions. The views and proposals that emerged have illuminated our way to arrive at concrete and achievable strategies and conclusions. In addition, we've agreed that the two governments have a responsibility to redouble efforts to promote closer cooperation in the areas we've identified as critical. We've also agreed to enhance coordination and exchange of reciprocal visits between the various line ministries of our two countries to ensure full implementation of the agreed minutes. I am happy that we have agreed to hold regular diplomatic and political consultations, which will serve as a midterm review to track progress and the implementation of decisions taken intersessionally between Joint Commission sessions and other bilateral fora. Co-Chair, distinguished members of the Commission, we have reached the point of no return in our resolve to reinvigorate our cooperation. There should be no doubt that we will go forward from here, determined to make a difference to bilateral relations between our two countries and peoples. It is indeed time to fulfill the expectations of our peoples. It is also time to turn our cooperation into a potent instrument of development and progress in our countries. In conclusion, Co-Chair, allow me to thank you once again for your cooperation, which enabled us to adopt the draft agreed minutes that will be presented to our ministers for consideration. And I look forward to meeting you in Zambia as we continue with the next session of the Permanent Joint Commission of Cooperation. I thank you.
Thank you, Chair and Co-Chair. With those remarks, I think the meeting or the third session is now closed. Thank you.